himself in football all afternoon on a Saturday, and we continue with this one. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Clemson Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Checking in with the Indiana head coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. They'll send the back in motion. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
Looking for a man. It's Reynolds. Dumps it off in the flats. On his feet at the 40. Snags it, and there's running room. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and those quarterbacks have the opportunity with those RPOs. They can quickly give it to the running back and make it a run, and he pulls it. I'm not sure it's the right decision, or maybe he just didn't get his feet set and everything went well, but obviously that play didn't work very well.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Got it behind the line. It's Becker. And tackled there by the defense.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
He just got back to the line of scrimmage. They tried to run it out of the gun and found no room at all.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman.
Maybe a crease. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. Makes the catch and he's free. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
That tells you a lot about their confidence of this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Hoosiers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Caught behind the line. It's Preston. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. It's complete. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Nice play. This running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. When you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle, and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again. So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last fourth down.
Makes the grab, past the marker.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. The option, he'll keep it. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Hoosiers. Looking for the tie with the extra point. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Bringing the heat. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Complete. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Moore. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And they'll knock him down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. A strike downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Back to throw, it's Reynolds. Good timing on the quick out. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Wants to throw again. The screen, he can go. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Hoosiers take their first time out. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. Touchdown Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off play action on 1st down. That's caught. It's Barker. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on 1st down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Looking to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. Off and running. Touchdown, Indiana! Rolled his way into the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure coming, and it's a sack.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
With the catch, it's Johnson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball is going to be in the air a long way.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Finds some time. He's knocked down short gain. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Back to pass. It's Hoover. He's got an open man. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Into the house. Touchdown, Indiana.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll run it from the gun. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the Mississippi State Bulldogs. And it's the Wildcats looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll run play action. Quarterback moving. He's got the tight end. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime. Makes the grab in their space. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. The Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Reynolds. Escapes the pressure to his right. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Running inside, it's Johnson. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Johnson. Breaks into the... Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Becker. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The run inside. It's Richard.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Becker. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. Moving out to the right. Lets it fly. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They want to run this quarterback. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return. What a play by this defense to get the football. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it. Move on.
There's some room. Got enough for the first. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Hoosiers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Here comes the option. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Fakes the catch. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Richard. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have...
He caught it! He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You put the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! Fitted in the window for the score. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll use another timeout to try to save as much time as they can for their offense. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw. It's Reynolds. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Running inside, it's Johnson.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Makes the grab. It's Moore. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Looking downfield on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They send the tight end in motion. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Tigers are in the hurry up. Looking to throw again. Takes the easy one to the back. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Buys a little time with his feet. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Using his feet, he pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The Tigers are back on top. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back and keep that momentum going.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The run inside. It's Richard. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Hoover. They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. The handoff to Johnson. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Spits it out to the back. He's got his man, makes the grab. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Reynolds. It's on target and complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And the defense has a big decision to make here. You've got the lead. It's late in the game, fourth quarter, critical fourth down. Are you going to sit back and play safe in coverage, or do you want to get aggressive and get after the quarterback here if you're anticipating pass?
He might want another play. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Makes the grab. Stopped short of the marker. And they stop for this defense, and they get the ball back.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You got two great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the win.
Get the win. Obviously, that you worry about cleaning everything up, but you also want timely defense, right? Like when you need it, can you come through? I know a lot of people were holding their breath on the sideline, wondering if they would come through, but they did. They got the stop in a big moment. Their offense scored a bunch of points, and they walk away with the victory.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Hands it off on the counter. They make the stop, and the clock strikes zero, and that will do it for this one. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.